Hello and welcome to Union Scum, the podcast where three comedians delve deep into the weirder crevices of UK culture. I'm Darren J and I'm joined by Charlie Webster and Paul Hilleard. Do you know what I feel like right now? I feel like I feel like a child coming out as trans to their bigoted father across the Sunday dinner table. Look, Dad, this is me, all right? I don't care what you have to say. My name's not Craig anymore either. It's Zilch, all right? I'm Zilch. I want you to tell Nan my name is Zilch. Confused, elderly Nan who we think has got the early stages of dementia. And that's how you'd be sat as well. Well, I don't care what your name is as long as you just give me a birthday card every year.
Don't hurt me. Just don't hurt me.
Zilch or Flash.
Zilch, yeah. Flash is a good one.
Sif.
Just don't call me Craig anymore, yeah? It's a hate crime if you call me Craig.
What would you change your name if you had to? No more Darren.
Devon, I reckon, yeah.
Well, that was my...
yeah.
Me and Charlie, kind of when we were both single men, we signed up for a website called FetLife. Have you heard of FetLife?
Is it like Field?
It's kind of the precursor to Field, but it was basically a bit greasier, a bit more dirty. And we signed up there because I think I was generally into sort of kinky stuff anyway, but Charlie, I think, just thought it was an absolute digital fuck pile.
Yeah, I was just trying to my arm, Jimmy.
Yeah.
My
reaching in.
my login detail, my login.
Your handle.
Yeah, my handle was tugboats for free Zeds.
Tugboats. Where's mine?
The old tugboat.
Where's mine? I went slightly more classy, like 50 Shades of Grey, and I call myself Devon Joyce.
Devon Joyce.
Greasy.
Mr. fucking Darcy over here.
Yeah, exactly. Just saying a bit more English.
Tugboats or rusty tugboats.
Yeah. Got
Tired,
two
rusty
opposite end of the
tugboats.
spectrum here. We've got rural England, industrial England.
You got the trawler.
Yeah.
Whatever you can get off the bottom of the sea ocean.
Crabs.
Dead bodies. World War II shillings. Old muskets.
Yeah. Mud, mostly mud.
Yeah. So maybe Devon. What would if you had to change it from Paul?
Susan
Hilliard.
Susan Hilliard.
I mean,
Yeah.
I would help you.
That makes
career,
sense.
mate, at
People
this
could
point.
call me.
Why don't you use Friday when you do the BBC New Comedy Award? Why don't you just use it to announce your new name?
Yeah, why not?
No one would question it.
No one gonna stop you,
No one
are
would
they?
fucking question
My
it.
name's Susan. You can call me Suze.
Change nothing about you as well. Just nothing. Nothing about you at all.
You'd get a standing ovation.
I would just have maybe a name badge for Susan like that. That's it. I don't think that's changed.
We will put Paul, Susan. Hello. How are you? How are you?
I'm all right.
I mean, people ask me for my pronouns all the time.
Yeah, you know what? No one's ever asked me for mine.
Weird, that, isn't it?
Yeah. I just want to be asked. I mean, why can't someone just fucking ask me? You know, no one has ever asked me.
That's why you're not an ally, innit? Don't let me play the game. I won't play the game. Well, you know.
Yeah.
And they ask you all the time, do they?
Yeah, I get.
And yet we're the same age.
But I just appeal to a slightly younger class of people.
I think it's because I'm just.
I'm very much the swampy of the polytunnel.
Yeah.
Sort of.
I don't know why no one's asked. I suppose I'm probably quite masculine looking.
You are the living embodiment of he, him, I think.
Mm.
But people feel confident enough with your look that they're like, yeah, I know what you are.
Yeah.
Whereas you, they're like, oh, I don't know where I'm stepping.
Has anyone asked you for your pronouns, Paul?
Only like Word documents, if I'm applying for something. Like, what's your pronouns?
Various universal credit funding forms.
Occasionally, someone will call me a girl.
Well, from shouting out like a car or something like that.
You
fucking girl!
My dad's favourite thing to say to me when I've got long hair is like, have an haircut or buy a violin. I don't know what that means.
Why is that just like it? Someone from the valleys, that's what he plays an instrument, how effeminate.
Yeah, he's from he was raised in Torquay in the 50s. I think it was a slur back then,
Why, violinist?
That's so weird.
Why don't you just go and fucking conduct a concerto, you Nancy? That's funny. So this week, I am going to do the Megabus.
Oh, it's a good one.
Megabus is, it's a kind of, the Megabus has been around for, it feels like over a decade now.
No,
surely.
longer, I'd say. 15 years.
I think it started off as a European thing. I think it was in Europe, and then it got exported to this country.
Okay, like croissants and shit.
Yeah, croissants, yogurt,
Wine.
wine. Yeah,
Curry.
I find that.
Actually, no, curry's not from Europe, what am I saying?
Yeah, come on, mate. I mean, you're exposing yourself for the big. Yeah, you really are a him, aren't you? You really
Yeah.
are.
Olives. I wonder where olives came to the UK. Probably about 70s, wouldn't they?
Yeah. I would say, the Megabus is definitely, a kind of fine wine of A to B travel. But yeah, what I thought, I just thought I'd go. I sort of done a bit of a deep dive into Megabus. Law. Now, for a time, the law.
Oh, the law around Megabus.
LORE, law.
Okay.
So like, for a time, you guys will all remember this surely, when you had Megabus experimented with an overnight sleeper coach service between London and Scotland. The coaches included bunk beds instead of standard seats, and passengers were even given a onesie to sleep in during the trip. However, the service was eventually deemed loss-making and discontinued in 2017.
Well, you had a Megabus Gold, yeah?
I think it was the Megabus Gold.
Yeah, the Megabus Gold was. I went on it a few times. It was great.
It was. Yeah, I think I went on it once or twice. You had a little can of. I remember getting a little can of iron brew.
Yeah.
And some shortbread.
Yeah. Do you know what? I went on it to London once, and there was this like Spanish young couple in front of me, and this guy, sort of a Scottish guy, came over with like a penny on. I don't know why he had a penny on, but he gave him like a
like a sous chef.
It was really strange. They had like an extra driver to go around giving shortbreads, kindly shortbreads.
The
to people.
Megabus concierge.
Yeah, pretty much. And he went up to this couple, gave him a shortbread and an iron brew, and they were like, "Oh, thank you, whatever." And then they opened up the iron brew up, fucking swigged it, and they were like, "Oh!" They obviously thought it was like Phantom, and they got a rude awakening. Do you know what I mean? Because iron brew is rancid, isn't it?
I like it.
I don't mind. Yeah, I'm in the middle of you two. I don't really like. Yeah, it's quite metallic, isn't it?
Yeah, but what I don't know what is the taste of iron?
It's just sugar, fizzy sugar.
Well, they used to
man.
sell it
Sugar,
to
like metal sugar, metally sugar. What is it?
They used to sell it to dock workers up in Scotland because they wanted basically because they'd go off to the pub and they get pissed during lunchtime and then they come back and they won't be able to fucking work. So the guys who own the shipyards and stuff, they were trying to get these guys to drink soft drinks. But obviously, they're so fucking manly they couldn't drink a soft drink. So they go, yeah, why don't you drink this iron brew? And they made it like the colour of the girders. This is true.
It's true.
Yeah. They made it like the colour of the girders, and they said, oh, this is got to drink this. Like proper blokes drink this, and it kind of caught on. And they drink these soft drinks, and then they could do a full day's work. So guys, this isn't just a comedy podcast. You actually learn things.
You're the type of fucking worker who would have worked on. I reckon you're saying, "Oh, that's bollocks." If you were
you're the kind of insecure. You're the kind of insecure him. Yeah. Who you can't even have a meal without meat. Is that right?
Pretty much.
Correct?
Yeah. I think I'd say so.
You get quite offended.
I'm quite a fan of meats, believe it or not. I mean,
meat's lovely, but I could eat like a couscous salad and not think that has some comment on me as a person.
I remember for a long time I was very not a bad place in my life, and all I ate for about I would say about a year, maybe 18 months was ham and camembert sandwiches. That was it.
Would the bread change, or was it like
I had bread? What do you mean? The types of bread?
What you saying for a year?
I just eat sandwiches
always ham,
mostly ham,
and
a lot of
camembert.
ham. A lot of camembert.
And would
Sometimes
it be
brie.
like the same brand of camembert and ham?
The cheapest one.
And also it was always cheap.
Always cheap.
Yeah.
The cheapest, and I guess the cheapest bread as well.
The cheapest bread, cheapest ham.
Fuck
That
me.
slab sort of ham, it like peels off.
Oh
like,
yeah,
sort of
it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Like Billy Bear meat.
Yeah. Billy
I
Bear,
remember, if I was a mad doctor and I said, you know what, I want to raise a child on ham and camembert, I imagine the outcome would be very much
Hello.
opposite.
Hey, yeah.
Hey, my brain not properly developed, but I can tie my
brain
shoelaces now.
My brain mostly ham now.
my beautiful boy, my beautiful creation.
I reckon that
Come
shaved.
Come to Papa, eat the bread, eat the camembert.
I think that sort of year, 18 months depression period where I only ate those sandwiches, I shaved a good 10. I say not 10 years off my life, but a good 3 to 4 years of my life.
Was this during the tugboat saga? Were you tugboating?
Post-tugboat.
Tugboats was a peak, actually. That was when we were both peaking.
Post-tugboat. But yeah.
So because you remember the Megabus was like, it was the big lure was it was a quid, right?
Yeah.
It's a quid travel.
Right.
But I don't. Did you ever pay a quid?
I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't remember ever paying a quid.
I think
'cause
I
remember,
paid about $3.
There were all these like provisos after you bought your ticket for a quid. Then it'd go, yeah, but now a booking fee is $2.50. If you want to book your own seat, that's an extra $5.
But you could do it for fucking super cheap.
Oh yeah,
And
you
the
could.
Megabus
it was-
is still
it was
pretty
a
cheap.
godsend.
It's still pretty good.
It was a
Yeah,
godsend.
it's gone. Well,
On the
Yeah,
right
it doesn't
day, you
operate.
could
It
get
doesn't
like
operate in
£5 or
England
something.
and Wales anymore.
What do you mean?
It
gone.
stopped.
I tried to book it
last year. My bloody birthday last year, December the 4th, 2024. A day that will live in infamy. They stopped running services.
Yeah, because
between
I,
it's like Flixbus. You'd have to get the
Are they
Flixbus
talk
now.
so? But there's still like signs up for them. Is it being taken over by National Express or is it?
don't know.
I think they've kind of parceled it out to various different bus companies.
I don't know if the whole company's gone bust or they've they just operate London to
I think they do a lot Scottish trips.
because I tried to book it about 6 months ago to go to London from Cardiff and it just wouldn't work. It just would not work, the website.
Really.
So I think they still do trips, but have you ever sat right at the front on top deck at the front?
Like being
Before.
on a roller coaster. Isn't it?
'Cause it feels like you're driving a bus. It feels like you're driving a bus, but you're really high. Like,
Handbrake.
Yeah.
Here comes handbrake.
but there's no wheel, like, and you're just like,
Put me at the front. I'm the driver now.
Give it 100 episodes of this, and we'll be talking about Handbrain.
yeah.
Handbrain, the urban British legend. He has his own steering wheel. It's not plugged into anything. I'm driving the bus.
Puts his little serviette on going, would you like a biscuit?
He's going, is that Handbrain, mummy? Yeah, that's Handbrain. They're very same. What are you in here, though? You're going to be like the purple Aki of the
Yeah.
budget.
You look a bit like the guy.
budget travel.
The Megabus.
Yeah, I
fella
could, yeah.
a bit,
You
know?
could be him, yeah.
He looks scary.
Ruddy
I
face.
Like him, yeah.
Ruddy face, sort of like look.
Sort of like lack of features, but also like sort of untrustworthy piggy eyes
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
fine. It's not nothing I've
Sort
not
of
said to him
greasy
before.
undertone as well to the skin.
Yeah.
Greasy layer of sort of like, you
Again,
know.
dare I say it, a ham and camembert sheen. Skin like ham and camembert.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think they've since discontinued. So I've got
The thing about gold, though, that I remember, I only took it once. You would sit on like tables.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
then
yeah.
you'd be opposite someone that you've never met before.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, oh, it's quite intense because you know you're both not doing well because you're on the Megabus.
Yeah.
But you are on the gold.
One standout memory I have was of one of the drivers. He had incredible patter, like, you know, and I really admire anybody who they've got a menial job, right, but they really put their heart and soul into it, and they actually introduce a little bit of poetry into it. And this guy, he was a northerner, and we were going up to a gig up in Manchester, and I remember he said, you need to be careful when you are going down to the toilet, as the door is next to the fire escape, and I don't want you to roll out onto the motorway where we're traveling 80 miles an hour. And everyone, you laugh, but that is actually not a joke. That did happen to me once on a trip. So someone had once opened the door and fallen straight out onto the motorway. And he also said, there is no food to be consumed on the bus unless, of course, you're willing to offer it to the driver. For reference, my favourite crisps, cheese and onion. My favourite sweets, pear drops. And he was at the end of the trip, he got like a standing ovation. Like everyone just clapped him and went, "Oh, give over, my head won't fit through the door." So yeah, that was great. But we've got so they also Megabus in 2018, in partnership with Stagecoach, launched an open-top mega sightseeing, all one word, route around London with GPS-activated recorded commentary. On one of its early runs, the bus accidentally strayed into a demonstration in Trafalgar Square in support of Tommy Robinson, open brackets, a controversial figure, close brackets. Protesters overtook the bus and damaging it, forcing it to be towed away.
They overtook the Megabus.
They overtook the Megabus, yeah. Which is, you know, a British staple. You'd think they would have left that alone, but maybe it was full of tourists, foreigners.
I remember walking past a demonstration, like an anti-fascist, and then pro-fascist, well, you know, whatever demo years ago.
They
They
tend to
follow
operate
each
in
other
tandem.
around, don't they?
They sort of, they
like magnets.
It's like Tom and Jerry.
yeah, they mix about each other. But they were kind of, it was in Cardiff when, I don't know where, you know where Winter Wonderland normally is?
Yes.
Next to next to like Town Hall. Is it Town Hall? I don't know what the fuck that building is, but yeah.
It's great, great for anyone outside of Cardiff listening to this.
But they have weddings outside that. You know, that's where my friend got married, and I remember just walking by and watching this sad like groom and what's the
bride usually.
Bride, yeah, sorry, yeah.
Handbrain.
I was trying to think.
Handbrain want to go to London.
I was trying to think of the name for a bride for a while there, but
you know the lady one. You know the one in the dress. The one in the dress.
I'm a groom looking for a lady groom.
But
handbrain.
But the sadness in both of their eyes as they walked out into like a racist demo was pure poetry. Completely ruined their day. Do you know what I mean? Just walking out, just kind of all these fucking bigots just going fucking crazy and like anti.
People throwing rice and confetti, and then you just hearing slurs.
Traditional Hindu wedding. No. Just stop the procession. Stop the procession. Keep them indoors.
Yeah.
But I like the idea of like you driving on a megabus and like having a sightseeing tour and something. And if you look to your right, you'll see Big Ben, one of the most famous landmarks in all of London. If you look to your left, you'll see the London Eye, very new edition, of course, but it offers some fantastic views of our great capital city. And if you look to your right again, you'll see a group of bald men walking like emperor penguins, and they are our best and brightest that we have to offer.
Carry a bag full of special brew.
Yeah.
Last time I went on a megabus, a woman who I was kind of in not to the aisle.
Like a handbrake. Handbrake's trying to fucking.
Handbrake's trying to articulate again.
To the aisle.
Trying to get out the drawings in my head.
This is it. This is the imagination of a megabus client.
I'm sorry, mate, but if we have to clip this out and handbrain becomes a thing, and this is what leads to people shout handbrain at you in the street, then
we get handbrain merch. Think about the merch.
Yeah, think about the merch, mate.
But yeah, she was sitting in the aisle next to me there, but she had a little baby, and she just decided to stop breastfeeding him right in front of me.
Nice.
But like, he was proper going for it. Do you know what I mean? She, this baby was really. It's not a lovely time, do you know what I mean?
Hungry baby.
And Handbrain wanted some dinner, didn't he?
Handbrain didn't know where to look. Do you know what I mean? Handbrain was confused. He was like, ah. And she had quite big tits as well.
Jesus, we can't.
No, Handbrain likes big tits, Paul. Handbrain loves big tits.
It was hard. What do you do? What do you do in that situation?
Look
She's got two, mate. You clamp down on the other one is what you do, Handbrain.
It's just quite intense on a megabus, you know.
It is quite intense.
I could smell the milk. The milk. Do you know what I mean?
Was it on the turn? Was it?
I don't know. Just smelled hot and fresh and true. Do you know what I mean?
God. Handbrain's a very lethal combo of thick and horny. So this one is the most mental, and I'm gonna just read it to you like the.
Get on with it, man.
I'm gonna read it. Handbrain's getting agitated.
He's fucking hard.
I'm just gonna read this story because it's fucking crazy. In 2013, a megabus going to Rastrick had to stop on the M62 because a passenger was caught trying to smuggle an injured seagull on board. Animal lover Bob Rosler, 45, had rescued the seagull from the banks of the River Thames while on a day trip to London and wanted to take it back to his Rastrick home to nurse it back to health. Passengers were initially aroused by squawking coming from Mr. Rosler's jacket. When the driver confronted him, the seagull started to flap around the bus, attacking passengers. The scene came to a head when the seagull attacked the bus driver, plucking his eye from its socket, after which Mr. Rosler agreed to release the bird at the side of the road. However, undeterred, the driver got the passengers to their destination, despite his impairment. He later told police, "It is my duty to those passengers to get them home safely. I work for Megabus, which I consider to be the 5th emergency service." He left school with no GCSEs. That's mad, isn't it?
The bus driver was trying to take the fucking seagull.
Do you reckon?
No, is that what he said?
No, he let out at the side of the road after having his eye plucked out.
Fuck.
That's quite mad. It's even more mad because I made it up. But it is quite mad, isn't it? If you can
That is
overlook the
mad.
fact that I made it up.
Oh, did you make it up?
I did make it up, yeah.
Oh, come on,
Yeah.
you got to edit that out.
Nah,
I mean,
that's
it's all
funny,
made
bro.
up. Like.
That's funny, bro.
All right. But let's talk about you just fucking perving on a lady breath.
Yes.
I wasn't perving. It was there. It was there. It's
Sucking
quite,
a woman's rancid milk
it's
tits.
just- it's intense.
Was it next to you?
It was literally just like there. It was-
I've got you. So aisle.
yeah, it was an
Aisle,
aisle in
aisle.
between.
Yeah, that's difficult.
Because
Because you got to do a side glance. Just to be like, wait,
It's
what's
just-
going on? Oh, okay.
it's hard. It's hard to look straight ahead.
And you don't have children.
I don't. I don't know what that.
So
what
you're
that
not
to do with
used
it.
to. Well, you're not used to seeing it. If you
Well,
know,
not
women, breastfeeding on
But
you know,
not
on the
loads.
internet and stuff. I'm joking.
Yeah, I don't think you are, mate.
But yeah, it's a tricky one, isn't it?
it is tricky because you got to try and be cool, but you're like,
I wasn't objecting to it, but it was quite
No.
intense on a cramped megabus.
In close quarters, that's like if it's in a cafe or something, you can just sort of cop a quick look as you go in to get your latte. But like, yeah, if you're on a bus, there's where else do you do?
Yeah.
you pull your dick out and you start jerking it, fellas.
Oh yeah, Whereas what he said was awful.
I think the
That's-
handbrake might have moved over. didn't it? A little
Yeah,
bit of
I think handbrain is contagious, isn't it? It's airborne. And the one thing I did, which I thought was funny, I like to go on ChatGPT quite a lot, and I did feed it, and it's quite accurate because they're not allowed to reproduce like facsimile images of people, but this one actually looks a bit like you. I just said, could you do? I fed your picture into it, and I said, could you do a picture of this man wearing a Megabus onesie? I came up with that.
That's great.
It's quite
Wow.
realistic, isn't it? It looks a lot like you. Weirdly, when I tried to feed Paul's image into it, I don't know if the AI has got a bit more respect for you, Paul, than it has for Charlie, but it kept saying to me, I can't generate or edit an image that features a real identifiable person. So maybe it registers you as a person, whereas you, it just goes, cannot AI slugs.
It looks at you as like a product.
Yeah, it looks more like some sort of sea manatee or something like that.
Yeah. But I did, so it made me a cartoon of Paul trying to smuggle a seagull onto the Megabus. Does that look like you?
That's okay.
Remember, you've got to be a special kind of crazy to get like booed off a megabus. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's so many people on there who are like, are oddballs.
But also,
who
they're the
stink.
people you don't want to fuck off. Because
Yeah.
like, this is my only way of getting to the location I need to get to.
You're in a mobile prison with them essentially for the next 3
Basically,
months.
it's you're transiting some of the scummiest people in the UK across various bits, aren't you?
Yeah.
Some of the most desperate, poor, and scummy people in the UK.
People on parole.
Yeah.
People
Guys
who
with
are used-
guys with tags. You know what I mean? Like,
people who are used to like loud noises and like council estates and like fucking
Yeah.
people who have probably been attacked by XL bullies while sleeping. So you making a bit of noise whilst they're trying to have a kip on the way to Reading. Like the amount of nonsense you have to produce in order to be told, nah, get him off.
Yeah.
I think you could shit yourself on there and not get booed off. I think
Yeah,
you
for
could
sure. People
curl
just
one
think-
out,
yeah.
curl one out happily. Like as long as it wasn't too big, just a small turd.
You could, you could. If you're past the toilet watermark, as I call it, like if you're past that point, you could suck someone off.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I don't think you'd be like anyone would alert the driver. They
I
just
reckon
they
you
just
could-
look forward. They just look ahead diligently until they assumed.
I reckon you could pour a
finished.
curry across your body, but it wouldn't get booted off. Like a fish-based curry, you just pour it over your torso. They still wouldn't boot
Are you
off.
asking for permission to do that in the future?
I bet people are. I wonder. There must have been quite a few who shagged on a megabus.
Oh, for sure. I know a few people.
Do you think
Was
there's
it?
With me.
there's any babies that have come directly from
Oh, conceived on
okay.
a
Conceived.
megabus.
Jesus Christ.
Conceived in transit.
conceived and transit
on
to
the-
Wakefield? All right, we need to move on.
One of a kind, if they are now. Got R.I.P. the megabus.
Yeah, but I think when they get born, they're like thalidomide babies. There's something wrong with them.
Christ. Okay.
They get born with transit nose. You know what I mean?
Transit.
It's when the nose is abnormally narrow and pointed.
Okay, what else are we going to talk about?
Bradley Wiggins has got a book coming out. So turns out he's had quite the fall from grace. And you know who Bradley Wiggins is, right?
Cyclist, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I was going to say, let's pretend I'm someone who doesn't know who he is, because I don't know who he is.
Okay, so he won the Tour de France, which is like arguably the hardest thing to do in the whole of sports, not just
Okay.
cycling, the whole of sports.
That's a
He
big,
won
that's
that,
a
like-
big, that's a big claim, isn't it? But
I mean, what's harder than the Tour de France?
I don't know, but there's got to be things that are harder than that.
Tough Mudder from Cardiff Bay to Barry.
I don't know.
Do you know what they do? They cycle like 100 kilometers plus every day for a month straight.
Through France, yeah, in the summer, it'd be fine. Sounds like fucking.
When the
Sounds
last
like
time
fucking. Sounds nice. A couple of baguettes along the way, some croissant, bit of wine.
Yeah. I think you're not allowed to go on an electric bike, Charlie. I think that's against the rules.
But yeah, he is a man that's won. He's a successful cyclist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, I think he won it a few times, and then he also won a bunch of gold medals at the Olympics. He's like one of the most decorated cyclists ever, essentially.
Mm.
And
Darren's going to ask what a cyclist is, isn't he?
No.
but he had massive fame. He retired in 2016. He had £14 million he was sitting on, and right now he has minus 1 million because
Why, what
of
happened?
business people he got into business with fucked him over. So he's now like bankrupt, and he also had a massive cocaine problem where he was just getting on the gear
I'll
constantly.
do it, won't it?
Because he was also a cool guy. So you remember him a little bit?
Yeah, I remember. I
in
don't
the
remember him being
Olympics?
cool, but yeah, I remember him being like a mod. I remember
Yeah,
mod
that's-
sort of sideburns and shit, and kind of like if that makes someone cool, I don't fuck knows, but yeah.
Well, he was for a cyclist.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah,
kind of.
I think it makes you
cool.
cool if you're using the Megabus on a regular basis. Mod sideburns, yeah.
Well, everyone just loved him. He was like fucking Mo Farah before Mo Farah was Mo Farah. He was like, you know, Mo Farah had.
He was a white.
He was Ian Botham before Ian Botham became
was-
Ian Botham.
He was white. Mo Farah didn't run and actually used a bike instead.
He was like,
He was like Bill Clinton. If Bill Clinton had never got into politics and rather did cycling instead and didn't play the saxophone.
but he's he was like this cool celebrity sportsman for a while.
Paul, be honest with me.
Go on.
Are you in love with him? Because right now it seems like he won the best sporting competition in the world. He was a cool guy.
I'm telling you, cyclists are fucking. It's the hardest sport. It's harder than
I just
any
don't know how
other
you
sport.
I don't know how you verify that. I don't know how you.
Just like the endurance they have to do. Like they like the Tour de
very long
France
distance,
takes
for sure.
it takes
Might be a
years
clip
off your
by-
life. Like it's unhealthy to do what they do.
Well, I mean, I've ridden a bike, a long time ago, and why
So yeah, clearly you're an authority on it. Yeah.
So what I remember when he rides
Fucking
is there's a
tricycle
lot of
over here.
there's a lot of freewheeling. There's a lot of like you can just like relax and just fucking let it go down the hill. Do you know what I mean? So I don't think it is the hardest.
Remember
sport.
climbing up the fucking hill though?
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah.
But I reckon,
Yeah, they just do that.
what's the one where you gotta
You do
gotta
that for
swim?
20 miles.
What's the one where you
every
gotta
day.
swim, run, and cycle?
Triathlon.
That's got to be harder, surely.
Yeah, but they don't do it like the Tour de France because you'll do like I admit like a triathlete's very hard, but the lengths they do aren't as long. Like it's a fucking 110-kilometer cycle through the French Alps during the summer. You're pissing sweat, lads. It's insane what they're putting their body through. Like it's so unhealthy what they're doing.
So why is he?
So we're going to use this platform now to say, guys, just stop doing the Tour de France.
I'm not just trying to.
Why?
I'm trying
Why
to-
is
It's like
he?
smoking 100 cigarettes.
Why are we talking about him on this podcast?
I'm just trying to tell you how fucking mental he was huge at one point.
Yeah, we get that. Yeah, we understand that.
Well, you told me to explain fucking cycling to this
But why
guy.
is he scummy? Why is it? What was he?
Well, because now he's fucked it all, essentially.
All right,
He's on the gear.
he's on.
He finished in
gear.
He's on the chop.
2016.
He's on the chop now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
to
he-
replace the high of the Tour de France.
He was the king of the mods.
He was the
He was bringing back mod culture in the 2012 Olympics. He had sideburns. Everyone thought he was the cool guy. He was on the cover of NME and shit. Just because
he was the Paul Weller of bipedal transport. All right.
See, it's quite rare for someone to get on a ticket like post
I don't know
post
though.
a career like.
No,
Because
there's
he
loads
must
of
have been.
athletes.
He must have been like late. He must be mid-30s when he retired. To
Yeah,
get
he
bang
couldn't
on a
have
ticket as a cyclist, it seems like a. I don't know. I know a lot of Xboxers get on a gear after
Tyson was
you know,
fucking
but like
hooked on it.
not a cyclist. It seems like a kind
Hatton.
of,
R.I.P.
Yeah, but then you had people like Lance Armstrong. He was juicing, wasn't he?
yeah, but he was not on the ticket,
That
was
was
he?
different.
No, I guess that was performance enhancing.
He wasn't
Yeah,
on
but
a-
is that not what cocaine?
He
is?
wasn't doing fucking street chang, was he? Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
high grade street chang
Like,
off his pals. Get them down to fucking dog and duck.
I think most of them, most of them.
yeah, I'm just gonna go on training, darling. Yeah, just gonna go once around the block. I think just to make sure just make sure I get my cycle legs. Yeah, they're like sea legs, but except on the bike. Yeah, and then
Because they can't reach those heights ever again, you know. So they a lot of them do end up fucking doing coke or crazy shit like.
well,
Oscar
also you're
De La
when,
Hoya.
once your entire existence, your purpose is geared towards one thing, and once that's gone, well, yeah, what the hell do you replace it with?
Yeah, and they're all done by like, he had quite a long career. He retired when he was 35 or 36, which is massive because most sports people are done by the time they're 22. Because
Sure.
either an injury takes you out, or I don't fucking know, mainly injuries.
Talking absolute shite over here. Absolute dog shit.
Says the man over here who's like, I've cycled. You fucking don't cycle.
What you say? When most elite athletes retire at 22. What are you talking about?
Not 22, but
What are you talking about?
They start at 21, they're out of the game by 22.
No, but it's true. Like a lot of them, they don't have long careers, is what I'm trying to
Yeah,
say.
I know,
Yeah,
okay,
I don't know the numbers, of course.
They start at 12 and end at 22.
But short careers. Look how many people in like the NFL, they're getting head injuries constantly. Takes them out of it.
So is he? How much money has he spent on the fucking?
He said he's minus.
on booger sugar. Like
He's $1 million down.
Yeah, he's bankrupt.
Yeah.
so he spent 10 million on.
Because people were just putting his name on everything. They're just like, oh yeah, we'll put a fucking game show up. Put his name on it. He spunked it all. He spunked it all.
All on chop.
He's bringing out his book now. Well, it was also
All on
bad
Power
business
Flower.
deals.
He's
All
saying.
on chisel, was it?
All on Russell Dust.
Yeah, he was doing it so much. He said he was sniffing it off his gold medal,
Nice.
and that
Okay.
his son
Yeah.
thought he was gonna find him dead one day. Lost his missus, and they were forcing him to get into rehab and shit. He claims because he was the cool
Gonna get him off
guy.
the cycle syrup,
Thing is, because he was the cool athlete, he started doing cocaine with like.
Can I just re-emphasize how cool he was?
He's the cool.
I love him in his weird ham brain, but fucking Bradley Wiggins is the coolest athlete ever the coolest man in the UK wearing a crown of coolness. Like,
And the
what
boy-
the fuck's he talking about?
He fucking was, I'm telling you. For like 2 summers or so, he was the coolest fucking athlete Britain ever had.
You can forget fucking Bruce Springsteen. I think the coolest man who ever lived was Bradley Wiggins.
I'm not saying that for me, I'm just saying he was. Everyone was licking his ass because he said he liked the Stone Roses. That's it. And he said, I like Oasis. I listen to Oasis where I
So
go.
what's happening?
So he's a mod.
So he's lost all his money. What's happened to him
Yeah,
now?
where
What's
does
what's going
Wiggins
on?
go next?
Well, he's released his book now, so I'm going to have to wait until I read the book.
He's released his book now, and as the official sponsor of Bradley Wiggins' book, I'd like to promote it now on this.
You gonna get a
podcast.
sign, Paul? Are you gonna,
You can't buy him signed, like, but he's
You
in
gonna
the
do that?
hole, man. He's-
Of course it is.
We could probably get him on the pod, I reckon. He needs the
He's on the,
money.
yeah, if he's on the bones of his ass.
But yeah, he was just fucking doing loads of chang after he retired because he started hanging out with celebrities, like probably.
Because he was a cool
Like-
guy,
like-
and they wanted
like
to be
Rick-
seen
like
with him.
celebrities like Rick Waller, like Michelle McManus, people like that. Was it?
Paul Chuckle, all those guys.
Yeah. His dad left him when he was.
Oh fuck me.
His dad left him when he was like 14, and his dad was
40?
a cyclist. 14,
Left him
1-4. Just left the family. He knew about him, and he just said, "Yeah, I'm just gonna leave now. Move to Australia." Just fucked him off.
Okay.
And then Bradley became a cyclist, and then they met again at like a training camp in Australia, and Dad was still like, "Fuck off." So I think that's one of the reasons why he went down on the cocaine so hard. You know, I'm Team Wiggins. Bring it back,
we
man.
know, mate.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
know Wiggins.
Yeah, that's fairly clear, Paul.
And he's very British, man. You look at him; he's the most British-looking guy in the world. Like he looks.
You're trying to justify this whole segment,
Yeah.
and it's just been fairly depressing. Very light on facts, like you say. Yeah, most athletes dip out
It just
at
seems
22.
like more of a crush, doesn't it? Like more of a sort of a.
It's more of a confession.
Yeah, it's more of his weird.
Is it a cry
sort
for
of
help, Paul? Is this a cry for help?
I'll be honest. I didn't do a lot of homework on this one, but
No.
but I thought it would be funny to know that Bradley Wiggins was doing coke off his gold medal. Like, have you ever done? What's the weirdest thing you've?
How broad do we go? What's the craziest thing you've ever done on a bicycle? Who's the coolest man you've ever seen on a bike? That was gonna beat Wiggins.
Yeah.
Who's a man that you're secretly in love with, who once was left by his father?
Look, because he just looks very fucking English. Like I wasn't surprised when it turns out he's a cokehead. Because if you look at him, you look at him now and you go, yeah, you probably do coke.
Now I'm picturing is like a bald, stocky guy with fucking swallow tats and a string vest.
That's not him.
If you're thinking like he's very, very British.
Wiggins looks like he's probably selling XL bullies out of his Ford Mondeo boot. You know what I mean? Like he looks like he's strolling around.
Oh, show me a picture.
He doesn't
He does. He does.
Doesn't at all.
I want to see. I'm going to see
does.
someone
He
who's
looks
going to
like the
who's
local-
going to look like
Look at
Prince
him.
Harry or something.
He looks like a wrong un.
I mean, yeah, he's got that kind of wind-weathered face from probably like decades of cycling.
He looks naughty.
Really does now. He never used to look like. He used to look like absolute
Let's look
pussy,
at it.
isn't he?
Let's
Yeah, I think we might have to have another chat after the podcast about this, Paul, just to refamiliarize you with the rules of this comedy podcast.
Can we cut a whole section off? Are we allowed to do that?
Can we cut a co-host out? Is that possible?
All right.
we also found out that he got molested when he.
All right, let's move on.
okay.
Charlie. Oh, that's fine.
I'm going to talk about the Beast of Bodmin Moor.
Now this is something I remember vividly from childhood. Do you want to explain?
So it was a Paul. You're probably a bit too young for this, but it was in the mid '90s. There was this big sort of thing going along, but there was this big cat on Bodmin Moor,
like a panther.
Yeah, like a big old beast, like wandering about the moor, just causing mayhem. Eating fucking wildlife and scaring kids and shit. But. So people try to find out. There was a lot.
There's a very famous, grainy, film camera picture of the Beast of Bodmin, and it's very clearly a big black cat on an English moor.
Yeah, and it was being. I did a bit of research, and there was a.
Paul, might want to take notes here. Might want to take notes here, mate.
So there was first sightings in the 70s. All the way up to the mid '90s. It was all based in Bodmin, obviously in Cornwall,
of course.
And yeah,
it's not called the Beast of Bodmin and greater surrounding area. It's a bit wordy, that one, isn't it?
I wonder if you just wander off into sort of like trading estates and things like that. But
the Beast of B&Q car park.
the evidence. There was evidence. Eyewitness accounts of the creature moving across the moor. And reports of livestock with severe mutilations. That was primary evidence.
Yeah.
And there was a leopard skull found in 1995, which was sort of investigated by the Natural History Museum, which was later determined to be from a leopard skin rug.
That's pretty funny.
So it wasn't actually a leopard there at all.
I mean, you can see why they made the mistake, though. It originally came from the same animal.
Yeah. And then there was an official investigation in 1995 by the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Food. They investigated the claims, concluding that there was no evidence of a large cat, but also there was no evidence to rule it out.
I love that.
So
Catch 22.
I just
no
envisioned
evidence to support it and no evidence against it.
Yeah, I just envisioned of two ruddy-faced farmers in the field going to the Bodmin Moor with a stick, getting out of a Land Rover and going, yeah, no, it's not here. And then just going to the pub for 6 hours drinking fucking yards of like mead and fucking having big ploughman's
on the taxpayers
yeah,
tab.
big old ploughman's lunch.
I reckon the investigation from start to finish, including the ploughman's lunch, took about 45
Yeah,
minutes.
they were like, "Oh, we can't rule it out. Couldn't rule it in, but have another yard."
But
of ale."
our results were inconclusive, but we will probably have to go back to the Bodmin wheat sheaf to just to do another recce. Yeah. We'll do it once around the perimeter, looking outwards, and then we'll sit down. We'll have another couple of pints of ruddles, and discuss what we see our findings.
So there was in that sort of period, there was lots of people who were buying sort of exotic animals.
It was, yeah, and just
There was lots of people being buying
releasing them.
like monkeys and turtles and shit, and like releasing it into like canals and stuff. And
Was this in the 80s?
no, this is in the 90s.
This is 90s, yeah.
So after the mutant hero turtles, what they were called, I can't remember what they're called now. There was lots of people buying turtles and then just put them into canals. So they were like eating a load of carp and like causing chaos and shit. But I think a lot of people, for some reason, it was just popular to get weird animals, and there was no rule law stopping people doing that.
You got like places in Cornwall, haven't you? Like like wizards and warlocks and stuff like that who probably wanted a familiar. Like every kind of witch has a familiar, like a black cat or crow or something.
I could imagine.
They were probably trying to, down at the Wiccan yoga, hot yoga lodge, they were probably trying to brag to each other, just go, "Oh, you've got a black cat over here. Well, I've got a Wolverine back in the back in the 2 up 2 down, back in the semi-detached."
They're odd, the people who like to get exotic animals.
Yeah, they are generally.
Are they trying to, make up for a lack of personality, or what is the?
I think it's like a flex, isn't it? And if you've got a snow leopard in your back bedroom, it's a cool thing. It might be a cool thing to show a friend.
But is it a cool thing to threaten someone with? So maybe you had some like local bother with some local youths. You go, if you egg my house one more time, I'm setting off fucking big old panther boy on you, right? And believe it, he's fucking massive.
Having an alligator in the back garden, like it
Or
is.
big old Alfred, the alligator.
It's a big flex.
Yeah. Just letting off a load of fucking, a load of fucking armadillos on a fucking big lead or something.
Tell you what, son, if you spray graffiti on my car again, I'm bringing round my Galapagos turtle, all right? He moves slow, but once he gets you, he's got a hell of a bite on him.
I've got half a dozen moorhens in the fucking in the pond, right? And a load of fucking aardvarks, right? And they got an attitude problem.
A moorhen. I think you've been swindled there. Someone goes, "Yeah, I've got some exotic animals for you. What about a couple of moorhens?"
Yeah, see, they aren't exotic. They're more like not British birds. Aren't they?
They're very non-exotic.
You're thinking
They're
of
kind of
someone
cool.
with an allotment.
Have you seen what moorhen look? They're quite a kind of distinctive looking bird.
Yeah, I see them all the time because
they're black
they're
and
very
got
common.
that red beak. Like,
Communal garden. Big red beak.
yeah,
It's exotic to me.
they look quite exotic, I think. Moorhen.
Charlie gets shown a normal cat with a white tail. He goes, "Bloody hell! Where'd you get that from? Narnia?" "Hey, how much did you say? 500? That's a bloody bargain."
Yeah.
Because it always gets like very strange. You turn into that guy, the Tiger King, don't you?
Yeah.
That's the exotic guy,
If you could like have a zoo that's specialized in one animal, what would it be? Like, I'd like to kind of have like a dolphin and paddling pool or something. Have a dolphin in the back garden. Can you imagine? Or great white.
Unable to breathe. You just want a dying dolphin.
I want to watch a dolphin die.
A lot of monkeys, like
in my garage.
fuck load of monkeys in a cage, just fighting it out.
With a typewriter. Right,
Yeah.
Shakespeare, you cunt.
Yeah, can you imagine how memorable you'd be swanning into a Londis with a gang of macaques behind you. As they're ripping the whole place to shreds.
I really wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind an aardvark or an armadillo.
That would be quite cool.
They're unusual, aren't they? And
Just having it on your shoulder, on
Yeah.
a lead.
they're pretty cool.
The aesthetic. Didn't Salvador Dali have a fucking
He did have a pet
He did have an
aardvark.
aardvark,
Yeah,
yeah.
he used to walk around on a leash.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was just one big gimmick, though, right?
yeah, that's true.
Nice drippy paint in. But,
Cool, as cool as Bradley Wiggins, would you say? Or do you reckon he was as cool?
He was a British version of
You know what
Of
they say about
Dali, isn't
Salvador Dali? Very, very much the Spanish Bradley Wiggins of the art world.
Are you Spanish? Yeah.
I didn't know I felt
he
I
was
was
Spanish.
coming across. I can listen back. Going off.
I like. I think I'd like. I'd like to have a bunch of giant snails just like crawling around on my body at all
Apparently,
times.
in Nigeria, they're a delicacy. They love eating big old snails.
Really?
Yeah, you can get them in the market.
Quite a lot of meat on a snail.
Oh yeah, chop them up, put them in fucking stir fry.
Yeah,
Lovely.
beautiful. Snail burgers.
Nice little snail burger.
Have you boys eaten snails?
A snail shish.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, they're nice.
Are they good?
I've never
Yeah.
eaten snails.
Nice.
Escargot in France.
Yeah,
right?
I've had snails. They're
I've had
nice.
mussels. That's the closest I've got. What are they similar?
Sea snails.
I mean,
Snails
yeah, they're
of
kind
the
of
ocean,
chewy.
aren't they?
A bit more chewy than a mussel, I'd say. And they're quite garlicky. Normally put a lot of sort of garlic to
Well, that's the thing. That to me denotes a food that's like actually not that nice if you have to like smother it in a nicer flavour.
a bit of load of meat you smother in flavour, don't you? There's not much. You know.
I felt like that about steak. I mean, I was a vegetarian for a long time, and I've recently started eating meat in the last few years. Yeah, right. That's right. I've done my time, everyone. But you've sort of really pushed steak on me, and I'm not sold, to be honest. Because and you're like,
I mean,
you've got to rub it in like.
I mean, you are talking shit, so yeah, that's fine. A man who doesn't like
See how he
Ham brain.
changed audience.
fucking doesn't like steak.
I would say those are your pronouns. Is he ham?
I actually prefer turkey burgers. Actually, fuck off. Turkey dinosaur is much nicer than steak. Vegetarian for 20 years. What are you talking about?
I can see the I can see the comments in these videos now. It's like, yo, I agree with the ball fella.
I prefer chicken sausages and real sausages. Fuck you.
Yeah, get that fruit off the podcast. Probably what he loves eating as well. Never touched a spit of meat in his life.
Is there any?
It's affected his brain.
Is there any animals which aren't normally don't normally eat? Would you like to give a go, like a swan or I don't know, moorhen or something, or
Mouth is watering right
you
now.
know,
So those,
fucking-
those tasty red beaks.
whale meat or
I would like to try whale.
whale? Yeah.
I wouldn't be adverse to trying whale. They
You
freeze.
don't like steak, but you'll eat some fucking whale. What? Just blubber.
Yeah, just pure fat. Yeah, I'd be
I reckon a
interested in
hippo might taste alright.
that. Yeah,
Maybe.
It's kind of like a big pig, isn't it? So
yeah,
big pig lives mostly, in water.
yeah.
Bit more aggressive.
It's quite very fatty, quite gamey. I imagine.
I reckon it'll be alright.
You know what do hippos eat?
I don't know, carp,
Anything.
mud,
They're nasty. Hippos are horrible.
soil.
The odd explorer when he falls into his mouth.
Yeah, they're really aggro, aren't they?
They're quite dangerous. the
Super
hippo.
territorial.
Yeah, yeah,
More
yeah.
people get killed by hippos than anything else in Africa. Or parts of Africa, I should say.
Bloody hell.
You know, take that with a pinch of salt.
Where's this fat from,
yeah,
Mike?
yeah. Most of them get out of cycling about 22, don't they? Because they haven't got the dexterity. They grow too fat for the saddle.
Paul,
Yeah.
you got a big old appetite. You got an appetite of a man who's
Flamingo, I reckon.
Flamingo.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's
that's
try a
quite
flamingo.
good.
They
Yeah.
aren't very meaty though, are they? Flamingo, quite a lot of.
No, especially not in the leg area, but
No.
I reckon the body.
I'm more of a breast man myself.
Hey. Yeah. So is he. Especially if there's milk coming out of it, hot from the tap.
Steaming, piping, mate.
Fucking Hambrain loves a milky teat.
On a morning megabus. 6 a.m. Perfect.
Toothpaste still in his breath.
Yeah.
Power to that woman, though. Fair play. Getting your tit out in front of a megabus crowd.
Yeah,
She was running a risk.
Yeah, that's red rag to a bull, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's red tit to a bigot, that is.
red tit to a bigot. Yeah.
And if anything, it tells you she felt safe in your presence.
I don't think she knew I existed personally, but
Yeah.
she's more interested in her child.
Yeah. What more sign can a woman give that she feels safe in a man's presence than getting her tits out in public?
She didn't give. I would just listen to like drum and bass or something. She didn't know. She just didn't care. I was just like drinking Pepsi Max, drum and bass, trying to figure out I was on like a megabus. She didn't care. She didn't care if I existed.
Drum and bass.
37 lessons to drum and bass on a Megabus, 6 a.m. Going to a fucking doctor's appointment in London. Really wasting my life. Regretting big stages of development. And, you know, can't even afford to drive to London Park in fucking Chelsea. Have to get a Megabus instead.
Having to drown out a suckling baby with drum and bass.
Yeah, but they look. I don't know. Yeah.
But yeah, in answer to your question, flamingo.
Would you eat rat? Would you give rat a go?
Yeah, probably. If it wasn't fresh out the Sulu bin, for sure. Yeah. If it wasn't roasted over a barrel, yeah, I would try. If it was like, you know, if I'd known it, if I knew it was free range, for example,
that's it.
you know, if
You lived in like
been reared in a field, is that
lived
what they
in
naturally
what?
live?
Lived in like a fucking bungalow with like an old guy or something for a bit. Or
If it'd been roaming around in a pile of back issues of the Evening Standard, you know.
yeah, I reckon guinea pig would be alright as well. Apparently, it's popular in like Peru or some shit. I don't know. That's what I've heard.
We're so unknowledgeable about everything, you know. Yeah, athletes, I think they dip out about 22. Yeah, rats are pretty popular to eat in Peru.
Not rats, guinea pigs, mate. Get on a fucking.
Oh, sorry, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I'd probably eat a rat, but again, it'd probably be, it wouldn't be that much.
You'd have it over steak, obviously. You know, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I would eat rat over steak. Yeah, tiny little rat steaks. Yeah, I would. Yeah, what about like a bird of prey? Eat a big bird of prey, like sort of
Eagle.
trussed up, spatchcock, like a roast chicken.
Balded
Like an eagle.
Yeah, bald eagle.
But again, it's probably not. They're quite like
Quite lean, aren't
muscular,
they? Yeah.
lean animals, aren't they?
Can a seagull taste any good?
A seagull.
But
Big.
these are dirty. Why are you going for such dirty animals? Rat, seagull.
Rat.
What the fuck is
Seagull.
Ugh. They're all full of fucking.
I
Seagulls
reckon
full of
seagull
like.
would be bad.
What about homeless guy? Yeah, homeless guy. How much meat do you think you can get one of them?
If you had to eat a race-
Garbage fed. Yeah. How much? All right. A person.
Yeah. What race would you eat?
Oh, there you go.
Who's the tastiest race?
This is a Patreon episode. Here we go.
I would. You know what? I would. Why not? I'll give it a go.
Human.
Yeah, human. Why not?
Any provisos, like in terms of how
Physically
it,
fit,
how it
I'd
needs to be
say.
cooked?
Physically fit or sexy, one of the two.
Why sexy?
Don't know. Why not? Do you know what I mean? I don't want to go. I don't want to chomp on a fucking 75-year-old smoker from fucking Great Yarmouth.
So
do
you
know what
want
I
a
mean?
young?
Yeah.
I'd rather want.
You don't want to chow down on a young, cool cyclist. If only I could think. If only I could think of one. Paul, any ideas? Yeah, you wouldn't want that. I didn't mean to joke about that, Paul. Paul, you know, he's going to be with us for a long time yet. He's, you know,
Wig.
even though Wiggy,
Wiggos.
I'm gonna meet him.
Yeah,
Well, of course you are.
I got a funny
Yeah.
feeling I'm gonna meet him.
I think you're gonna bump.
Because
into
think about
him
it,
at some point.
we're all on the up. This pod is
Are
on
we?
the up. He's on the down. There's gonna come a point where we're going across. He's gonna be doing.
Said with such ill-gotten confidence. We're on the up.
He's-
All right.
We released one episode. We're running up.
He's,
Wiggins should be so lucky to
Yeah.
meet us
that's it. He can't cycle
as
the
we're
way he used
cycling
to.
up that mountain,
Yeah.
the mountain of success.
We'll meet him on the way down. You know.
That's another episode of Union of Scum. I've been joined by Charlie Webster and Paul Hilleard. Thank you very much for listening, everybody.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.